Welcome back, everyone. Yesterday I had a whole video about the truth behind the MMR system in Hunt Showdown. The link is in the description below, or you can see by the thumbnail up on the screen on the top right. Click that little link button, it'll take you to the video. But we're going to do a little recap if you have not watched that video. If you'd like to go watch it, please go watch it. If you did not click the link, this is just for you because you did not like my hard work and dedication and why I did all that. I'm just playing. I was going to do a review anyway. So, yesterday we covered the MMR. Then we covered the MMR with stars and how it ranks from 1 to 6. Then behind all that, there was an ELO that was messing around with all the MMR matchmaking, and that's how you have a score back here, and it's like 250 to 1, and you get all that other crap, and it's just really a chess algorithm that just matches you with people of the same score. Then I showed a video clip of David Fifield talking all about how the MMR ranking system, we're going to open it up a little bit more so you don't have empty lobbies and how everything should work out. You get a broader strain of star MMR people. So you'll have like 3 and 5 or 3 and 4 and 2 and all that. So that way you don't get an empty lobby. Then the biggest takeaway I think of all that was that if you do play Bounty Hunt and then you go over and play Soul Survivor, they are connected somehow by the ELO. And so if you tank your ELO in the MMR, it will mess with your ELO over in the Bounty Hunt. And that way you can lower your stars and get in easier lobbies. If you're liking my video so far, please hit the like, subscribe, and maybe even hit the bell notification for more videos. Now let's get back to the video that you were just watching. So now that we got the review out of the way, what are we trying to resolve with this? So as of right now, you can still go in Soul Survivor and Hunt Bounty, and again, ELOs are connected. So the complaint I'm seeing online everywhere in different forums is that I'm a 3-star, why am I facing 4 and 5 stars? Why is, in these lobbies, why isn't it more closely generated? So, like we explained, they opened up the MMR system, a lot more stars into a game. So that is where the issue in hand becomes. When you do this, it's great if you do this on the PC side, where last time I checked Steam, it was about roughly 20,000 strong. And on the console side, I'm going to go a little bit high and say we have 8,000 playing, maybe less. I'm assuming more to 5,000. I mean, there are Hunt partners that I've gone to in their streams and like, hey, I play Hunt on PC. I don't have enough people that play on console to really go into detail what's going on the console side, which is probably 100% true because when I go into my lobbies, I see a lot of the same players that do from day to day to day. So they're not going to revert to MMR range anymore. I think what they have done to it is fine. I just think people don't like being in lobbies with a 5-star solo who sits in a bush and kills them and they get mad because they're out of the game and out of money. I get that. Understand it. Been there. Done that. I don't know what else to tell you because I think it's actually good because I'd rather have a full lobby than have an empty lobby, even though we're still getting empty lobbies because there's not enough players playing. So that solves the first issue with MMR ranging being bigger. Not worried about it. I think it's a good thing. I wouldn't change it. That's just me. Now, where I do think the problem is that your ELO somehow from Bounty Hunt to Soul Survivor is somehow linked, and if you do bad in Soul Survivor, it messes with your MMR ranking and can lower your stars on the Bounty Hunt side, which that is a problem, which on the console side is a lot more prevalent than on the PC side, because again, smaller player base. Remember I said in my last video that we're going to come back to that little issue about player base and how if you look at them individually, one will be worse than the other, and that's what I'm doing. Because instead of looking at the community as a whole like he did in a 5-year anniversary one, we're going to look at it as 2 separate entities, console and PC. So the first thing first is we should get rid of the ELOs. They should be 2 separate ELOs. You should have a separate ELO for Bounty Hunt and a separate ELO for Soul Survivor. I don't know how that's big of a problem. Apparently somehow they're talking to each other. Don't know how you just don't snip the connection and be like, hey, 2 different entities. Let's go. But apparently the comment I'm going to get back from a dev will be, well, we can't do that. It's too hard to fix, blah, 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 blah. It's going to take too long to fix it. And my response to that is aren't we getting next gen hopefully in April, which I heard that might not be the case anymore from your last live stream that somebody asked that question. They said, and I quote, as soon as we'll come out will be April, but that is not always 100% the case. Oh my goodness, I'm going to lose my mind and the whole console community might just lose it if it doesn't come out in April. So hopefully they do that in the next gen update. Hopefully they can snip that connection and get this separated. If not, they should just go back to what they did a few years ago, where they just totally cut off Soul Survivor and was under construction. Don't worry, it'll come back sooner or later. How about that? We could do that again. I know a lot of people might not like that statement either, but might be better. Or if none of that is an option, let's just say you can't do where you can just erase the behind the scenes ELOs. Let's say we just don't shut it off. That's fine. Let's just say you can't do any of that, just for the record. We can't do it. It's too much work. Got it. Understood. So, now that can be done, let's just go into a theory here. Let's say, since we can't mess around with the hidden ELO for Bounty Hunt and Soul Survivor, what we can do is maybe we just merge the KVs. And this is where the high experience players, the 5 and 6 stars, may just lose a little bit. And I get it, I understand. But let's just say I don't care about my KD. Let's just, in theory, I don't care about my KD, which I really don't. I do not care about my KD whatsoever. I even know what my KD is. I think I'm around 1. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, I do not care about my KD. Just remember that. A lot of people do not care. If you do care, I'm sorry. I don't care. I just don't. So what would that mean? You just average 2 together. Whatever your Bounty Hunt and your Soul Survivor KD, you just slap them together and be like, hey, that's your KD from now on. Since they are linked, now you know if it does this, it will affect this. Now let's see what people really do. Go in there and try to tank their MMR ranking. Because again, you're going to have to die a lot in the Soul Survivor, and it's going to mess with everything. I think that would be the best bet, but I know they're not going to do that. I don't know other way to fix this concept other than that. That's just that. Just do that, because I think that would be enough to sway people not to use this exploit in the game today. Now remember, this is just my opinion. These are all just theories. Theories, if they would actually do, would be awesome. Anything to try to fix the MMR system that we have right now would be great, because I think this exploit that people are using needs to go away. That is the biggest reason why I see people complaining that are new, is because they get into these lobbies where people are just tanking to get into these lobbies. But I think after all this, I think what upsets me more is we were supposed to get a MMR update with the winter update, if I remember correctly from the roadmap. I believe he had something saying in there, hey, we're going to do some reevaluation of the MMR, and we're going to do some update in the winter update of, I'm assuming, 2023. I mean, we did have a whole event that did not have an MMR update. I don't know if anything I just suggested will work. I'm just saying that is just my opinion, my theories, my thoughts. Anything would be better than the MMR system we have right now. So what have we learned today? That the Hunt MMR system is not simple, it's not complex, it's not even great. Half the time you can use it and exploit it. But it's something that is better than nothing. It gives you some type of game to play. I love Hunt, I love it to death. I just wish they would fix this MMR issue. But now I want to hear from you. What would you suggest that Cryotech does to help adjust the MMR system? What would you say? I mean, we can't really use prestige, because I've played against really high prestiges and they're just awful. Same thing with hours plays. I played with a lot of people that had a lot of hours, but they weren't the best. So again, we have to kind of keep it to a little condensed area. What are your thoughts? Please leave it in the comments below. Well, this concludes our deep dive into the world of Hunt Showdown's MMR ranking system. Remember, it's not about the results, but about your performance and excelling at challenges you encounter along the way. Literally, there's a bunch of challenges in this game. Hopefully, you'll be able to get up to whatever star you want. I do not want to be a 5 or 6 star. I can tell you, I'm just happy to be where I'm at, in between a 3 and a 4. Loving it there. You guys are great. You guys know what I'm talking about. The guys that joke around with me, we have some fun. Those are people I want to play with. Please leave a like or subscribe if you like everything you're hearing here today. If not, I will see you or fight you in the bayou. Later.